Man, training with Donivan today was intense. Can't wait to see his fight this weekend. So here's the man of the hour, Donivan himself.
I was saying, and I can't wait to have you there. Glad you came down to Master Toddy LA today.
Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed the free tank top that we gave you.
that's right. Reverend Master Toddy. I'll be your cheerleader out in the audience.
Outstanding.
So how did you get beef with Bukau? Bukau?
Never heard of her.
All right. So how have you been training for this fight? How have you been preparing for this?
Coming in after a pretty long layoff, one of the big things I wanted to focus on was conditioning. So I had a time period where conditioning was just a big thing. Just to, actually just kind of helped me out more mentally. Feel like an athlete and just to feel like a fighter again. Of course, it's always in your heart and everything, but it's always different. When all the pistons are firing, when you're primed, and ready, and actually have a date in mind and an opponent in mind.
So what will you bring to the fight Saturday night?
Same thing I bring to all my fights. The same thing that I bring to every training session when I'm helping guys get ready. Intensity, non-stop action, non-stop punches, kicks. Every single 8 deadly sin is going to be coming out the bag.
And how did you get your name?
A little bit of embarrassing of a story. I always tell people they think it sounds cool, but I wasn't entirely happy that day. I was actually at a show with a Shaolin Showdown out in Houston, one of my earlier fights. I got rocked really hard, probably one of the hardest I've ever took in my career. Mouthpiece goes flying out of my mouth. This guy Caesar had absolutely sick hands, drops a couple more punches all in my face, and he cuts my lip on the inside from corner to corner. Blood was everywhere. Started to paint the ring that day. No clue what I was going to do about it. Started to get kind of anxious because during that time period they were stopping fights. There was just too much blood, and this was really bad. Adrenaline going probably added to it, and so I knew I had to come out in the next round to finish. There wasn't going to be any going to a decision with this one. This one just looked really bad. Pumped up Caesar's ego a lot. Dropped a heavy kick on me. Tried to embarrass me by trying to take out that leg again, but ended up, catching him. Did basically a double under. Snatched him up, slammed him down, and that was actually my very first win by way of my very first knockout by way of takedown.
Right. Yeah. Well, I hope you don't get hurt in this fight, and I hope you knock him out.
It's actually kind of funny I actually kind of want to get hurt a little bit,
All right,
just kind of
just a
get that
little
feeling again.
Just some bruises.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you feel about the Master Toddy system? How does that help you prepare for this fight?
The Master Toddy system has helped a lot. Like I said, I was fighting long before I came to Master Toddy. After about a week of being here, felt like I never fought before in my life. One of the things I always prided myself on is being a good student. No matter what gym I just came from, HUT, whatever, being able to wipe the slate clean and start fresh. And like I said, the big thing with the Master Toddy system is it's a different way of training, and my belief is it's the best way of training. When you add the grading system in it, the levels into it, which a lot of Muay Thai schools don't do. This right here, it changed everything. Gave me a set of skills that I had to actually, focus on. Took everything else away, just focus on these things right here. Earned my first rank. Then I got my second set of skills, earned the second rank. And as I'm going on throughout this, I have to learn a new set of skills while I'm still showing my old set of skills. It's actually the way that martial arts is meant to be learned. So it improved me both as a coach and as a fighter.
Most fighters like to watch over videos of their opponent to get ready. Have you done any of that, or how have you prepared? What do you know about your opponent?
Actually, earlier in my career, I actually used to be one of those guys that felt like I had to know every single thing about my opponent. Find out what he liked to do, find out what he might want to do, what he ate for breakfast, whatever the case may be. That was one of the That was one of the big changes that I made. It was a little bit scary in the beginning. Like, what am I going to do not knowing about it? But I think for most fighters, it's a false comfort trying to figure out your fighter before you get in the ring. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what he's changed up in this ring. you know. And to be totally honest, like one of the things that Master Toddy actually told us was, you know, researching your opponent can kind of change what you're going to do. If you look at his fights and you feel like he's easy, are you going to train less? You should put the toughest opponent in your mind and train as hard as you possibly can. You know, so one of the things I did when I came here was I stopped thinking about what my opponent's going to do, what he's going to try to do, or whatever. I made the fight game just a little bit easier for me. Just taking that idea out of my head and just training as hard as I can. Saturday night's a fist fight. That's all it is. Bell rings, beat the guy not wearing the shirt.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Seems like you're prepared and you're going to kick some butt. I'm Sophia with Sleeves Up. This is my man, Donivan Dash. Make sure you check him out this weekend at Pollock Casino.
All right. Thanks, Sleeves Up TV, for coming out. Big thank you to Sophia Silva. Hope you enjoy training with us and you worked so hard today. We're going to be giving you your first promotion in Muay Thai.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Make sure you represent the name well.
¿Cómo haces para entrenar y que todas las chicas no se te vengan encima?
I really don't speak Spanish.